Aloha! Aloha everyone! Mahalo for tuning in to my very first educational video. I am going to be talking to you a little bit about how I grow my cattleyas, things that you need to be on the lookout for, so that you can be aware of any problems that you might need to address before it's too late. Before I get started, I did want to let you guys all know that I am by no means an expert in growing orchids. I have only been collecting orchids for about 4 years now. So I am just going to be talking to you based on my experiences, and what works for me might not necessarily work for you. You have to keep my growing conditions into consideration. I do live in Hawaii. I grow my orchids outdoors year-round because we don't have the drastic changes in temperature like other places do. I do live on the western side of Oahu, where it is a lot drier. We don't get as much rain. So I do tend to water a lot. And because of that, I prefer to grow my orchids either bare root or in lava rock. But the orchid that I am going to be showing you guys today is an orchid that was growing in bark, and that is how I purchased it. And I did notice, to be honest, I did notice something for a while, but I didn't take the time to take a closer look, which is something that's really important that you guys should do if you grow orchids. You do need to take the time to inspect them closer, because they do let us know when something is wrong. So let me go ahead and get started. I am gonna show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This cattleya right here, that is the tag for it. I bought it maybe several months ago. It had a beautiful flower, and if I have that flower, I will show you guys what it looked like. But the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the leaves and the pseudobulbs. You can see just by looking at it that even though this plant is not discolored, it is definitely telling you that something is wrong. So usually your cattleya leaves are smooth and a little bit more shiny. These are very dull and they are starting to wrinkle. The same goes for the pseudobulbs. It is very wrinkled. You can see those ridges. Everything looks really dehydrated, which usually signifies that there is something going on with the root system. So yesterday I pulled this plant out of its pot. It was growing in this 5-inch, I think this is a 5-inch pot. And this was the growing media. You can still see some of the dead roots in there. As soon as I pulled it out, a lot of the media was already broken down. It looked a lot like soil. And because of that, and the fact that like I said, I tend to water a lot of the roots were discolored. They were brown and mushy, meaning they were already dead. So as you can see, this orchid now hardly has any roots left. I believe that these were the only roots that were still good. They are white, they are still firm to the touch, but I don't think it's too late to save it because I have had a few others in the same condition, like this one right here that I ended up putting on a mount. And I used a piece of hapu'u tree fern to mount this orchid, and you can see that it has the same characteristics with the wrinkled and shriveled pseudobulbs. The leaves on this one wasn't really wrinkled yet. They were still smooth. You can tell they don't look too bad. But the important thing is that it has begun to grow new roots. So you can see the new roots there with the green tips. So the important thing is when you mount your orchid, make sure that it is securely attached to whatever you are mounting it to. You don't want it to be loose where it can move around. It needs to be able to attach itself to whatever it is that you're mounting it to. So this is just one example. Another orchid that again has the same shriveled pseudobulb, didn't have a lot of roots. I went ahead and I put it in this pot with lava rock and charcoal. And when an orchid hardly has roots, it's very hard to secure it in the pot. So I used a Velcro strap to hold it down, and as you can see, this one also has some new roots growing. But I did notice that there is something going on. As you can see, all of that white stuff. I'm not sure if that is scale or mealybugs, so I need to take care of that. I will be spraying it with a strong stream of water and then spraying it with some insecticide. I'm not sure if that is the reason why this leaf is discolored, but I will go ahead and take care of that. The other method that I like to use for cattleyas is putting them in either a wooden basket or a plastic basket, as you see here. This one has been in here for a while. As you can see, the roots have already wrapped itself around the basket. You can see the green tips. So those are new roots. And this is the tag. So this one in here, I secured it with some, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a blue wire. It is telephone wire. I use that to secure the orchid. I also held it in place using some wire. Just to kind of hold it in place from moving around too much, I wrapped the wire around the pseudobulb and the wire hanger. But I do have some large pieces of bark as well as charcoal and lava rock in here. Not necessarily as a growing media, but maybe more you can save for moisture, just to keep some added moisture in there. And this one gave me a spike. Unfortunately, something ate the two bulbs that were on the top. But hopefully I will at least get 5 flowers out of this and nothing else comes along and eats the rest. So I do have a piece of hapu'u. Hapu'u tree fern is not easy to come by here on Oahu. on the big island of Hawaii, you will find them everywhere. They grow everywhere. Here you don't find them. So that is my preferred method of mounting. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this to this piece that I have here. The other thing that I wanted to show you guys before I get started with that is this is a cattleya that I mounted to this piece of driftwood. It's been a really long time. When I mounted it, it only had maybe one root, if even one root, and only one pseudobulb was still alive. Everything else had died off. It is hanging in there. I'm not sure if it's going to ever grow any more pseudobulbs, but it has grown a lot of roots. So I am okay, sorry about that, guys. I had technical difficulties. My storage was full, so I had to delete some old videos. Anyways, I was saying that I am continuing to water this because it is still alive, and hoping that it will end up growing another pseudobulb for me, but I'm not sure. Only time will tell. So if anything happens, I will update you guys on this. But anyways, let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to mount this orchid on here, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when I am done. Alright guys, so I am all done. It didn't take very long for me to attach it. I just used a piece of Velcro and a little bit of telephone wire. Everything is nice and secure. I made sure that I put the tag on there, and I will keep you guys updated on any progress or anything that I see happen. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, everyone, remember to always live aloha.